Hey Aquarius, welcome to your love and romance reading for August 2020. This is going to be for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We're going to see what's happening for you with love and romance with our lovely little mermaid deck here for our mermaid and ocean theme summer readings. Alrighty Aquarius, let's see what's going on for you guys. I do apologize for the late posts this month, guys. The September love reading will be up much sooner. Weekly forecasts are still happening too if you want to check in with the weekly videos where I focus on everything other than love life. Check those out as well. But let's see what's going on, Aquarius. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Love and romance. First up, we have my darlings, King of Cups. Now, some of you could be dealing with a water sign because it's definitely one of the characteristics here of King of Cups. So water signs are going to be Cancer, Gemini. I'm tired, guys. Gemini is an air sign. I swear to God, I know that. I'm very tired. I'm so sorry. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Okay, but there are no accidents, so some of you are dealing with a Gemini. So maybe if you're dealing with a Gemini, Spirit's trying to let you know that even though Gemini is not a water sign, the King of Cups still is going to apply to your Gemini. Sometimes that happens. Certain slips happen as a confirmation for a person. And also, there are no accidents. There are no accidents, I can tell you that. There's things that I've heard other readers say in readings that were like, oh, I didn't mean to say that. But I was like, no, you did mean to say that because that's what's going on with me. So that's going on for somebody with a Gemini. But overall, King of Cups, regardless of whether or not you're dealing with a water sign, is going to be someone who is going to be emotionally available, right? Now, if it's reversed, we could say somebody's not emotionally available, but I don't read reversals. But the energy overall here is this is somebody who's showing up ready to offer you this cup. But you know what's interesting is I feel like this is someone who's like looking over to the side. So I feel in this, like that's jumping out at me. The way he's looking over at the side is jumping out at me. So I feel like Aquarius, for you guys, this is someone who's making an exception for you. Like you turned their head or you changed their course in a way, right? Regardless of if this is a water sign or not, they may have been of the mindset that they are happy being single, or they may have been of a mindset that they were going on a certain path, but like you turned their head, and so now they're willing to reconsider their course, or they're willing to reconsider what they're wanting to do. You guys have had so many messages coming up in the weekly forecasts around like intuition and healing and all that stuff, where Spirit kept talking about your heart chakras opening to receive. So now we have this receiving energy here with the King of Cups. The King of Cups is a giver. He's cautious about who he gives to, but he's a giver, and he's loving, and he's generous in the right situations, and he's somebody who's going to be supportive here. In fact, the creator of this deck has little keywords for each card, and the keyword that you guys have here is understanding. So this is somebody who's going to be very understanding, very patient, even very loving. Now, I do want to say, if you're already in a relationship, like if you're in an existing relationship, because of the changes we know Aquarius has been going through from your weekly forecasts have been really documenting for a lot of you guys. You've been going through massive shifts and changes in the weeklies, and I see it in the comments, and I have a few friends who are Aquarius, and so a lot of you are like, yeah, that's totally what's happening with me. And I see it with the Aquarius that I know in my life. You guys are going through such a transformation for the better. Like you're coming into this, rising up and this glow up, And so if you're in an existing relationship, I feel like the King of Cups is like saying here, like turning the head, looking over, like they're noticing, like, wow, like Aquarius, like, there's just something so different about you. Like you're really changing, but like in like a positive way. And I read intuitively, so the pictures look for me different in different energies and different readings. But as I'm looking at his face, and I don't know if you guys see it there, I'll try to zoom a little bit, you know, and maybe I'm just seeing it. Maybe you guys aren't seeing it. Maybe I'm imagining it, but it's just the way that I read. The facial look on his face to me looks very impressed, very like inspired, very like just looking over, like breath being taken away, like you're just like taking my breath away, you know. So, and like his little aura around him, it's like he's just like buzzing or like glowing, right? So Aquarius, it could be you for some of you. Maybe you're just very driven and very focused on the rest of your life, and you're not really too concerned about love or romance right now, but somebody might be catching your eye. You may be getting hit with that Cupid arrow, and you're just like, whoa, wait a minute, what's over there, right? Like you've been very clear on your course. Which is interesting because your weekly forecast for the first week of August was about you guys not getting distracted. However, there could be a love romance coming in here, and that's why your weekly forecast was like, just don't get distracted. Like you want to go for the relationship, fine, but just don't get distracted. But I feel like somebody's being caught off guard here, very caught off guard. Either somebody's catching you off guard and all of a sudden you're interested and you weren't trying to go there, or you have turned somebody's head and you're like the exception in their life. You know, like they're making an exception to be with you because they didn't want it or they weren't looking for it. Especially since King of Cups for me is a card that has to do with marriage and fatherhood. So this could be somebody who's considering making an exception to get married and to have children. Maybe it's not something that they typically were looking for, but they feel like, you know what? I would do that with Aquarius, right? Like if I was ever going to do that, Aquarius would be the person that I would do that with. So there could be some kind of an exception, or you're kind of making someone reconsider their plans. Your next card here is bump, bump, bump. Five of Pentacles. So this might be the challenge or the delay, right? Especially since we have this sense of being on course and having plans. Five of Pentacles could indicate that there's something here with concerns around finances, and like they want to be with you, but they're still in the process of working on something or getting something together. Five of Pentacles can very much be like a self-employment card, like a transitional stage, going from like stable employment transitioning into self-employment. If you're already in an existing relationship and you guys have been having a hard time financially, as many people are right now, then the Five of Pentacles is saying there's like a renewal of love. You guys are coming together and bonding through the challenges, and you're making it through, and you're coming out stronger, and you're coming out with a better, deeper relationship as a result of it. Now, this is kind of an out there message, but I feel this very strongly. And I feel that there's actually a surprising majority of you that this is going to apply to. I feel like there's like several Aquarius that are going to have this situation where either you left a job. A lot of people are doing like these massive career changes right now because of what's happening in the world. And they're like, dude, life is short. I want to be happy. I want to be doing something else. So a lot of people are like, you know, starting businesses and leaving their jobs, or they're going and they're finding another line of work, or going and being with companies that are making a difference, or other people, sad to say, are being laid off or let go. So I feel in this transition of work life, in this transition of career, whether you left a job or were laid off or let go, or somebody you worked with got laid off or let go or left a job, I feel there's some shift in the work dynamic that's causing someone to approach you and they couldn't before because you all worked together. For some of you, it could even be a supervisor or a vendor or somebody that worked with the company that is no longer working with the company, or you left the company and now they're reaching out to you and they're like, hey, I heard you're no longer with such and such. Man, I'm going to really miss, talking to you or working with you, or, can we stay in touch? Do you want to get together and, have coffee or have a drink, or, can we talk? Maybe for some of you, it's going to be more of a phone thing before you're comfortable to spend time in person, excuse me. But for some reason, I feel that really strongly, Aquarius, that for some of you, there's been like a shift in employment that is causing someone to approach you and say, hey, now that we don't work together anymore, I'd kind of like to get to know you here and see if we've got potential, right? So I do feel that. The next card here, Aquarius, ooh, is Six of Swords. And Six of Swords could be taking a vacation. Okay, taking a vacation, taking a break. But ultimately, Six of Swords, not only could it be travel, like a nice little romantic getaway. Now, obviously, travel is very limited right now for a lot of us, like all over the world, right? Like travel, there's limitations on travel right now. So you might not get to do this big grand holiday getaway, but maybe there might be a road trip, or taking a trip to visit friends or family someplace else, like doing some kind of trip with somebody or being invited to go on a trip with somebody. But Six of Swords for me very much is not only a trip, it's a trip that you're taking for a reason or for a purpose. For a good purpose, but it's not business. I want to clarify that it's a leisure trip. It's a trip that you're taking for fun, for rest, for relaxation, but you're taking it for a purpose. Either you just need to get away and decompress and just like shake off the old experiences and clear your head and get away from drama or get away from stress. So it could just be a nice little getaway in that way. But oftentimes, I see this a lot. Six of Swords indicates a trip where somebody's kind of scoping out for the future different places to live. So if you are in an existing relationship and you guys are going through all these changes and things, there might be talk about moving elsewhere together. I think Pisces also had something very similar in their reading in terms of like a potential relocation. So maybe some of you are dealing with a Pisces. In fact, you did have the King of Cups, and King of Cups could very well be Pisces energy, right? Because it's that water sign energy. But overall, my darlings, this is very, very positive energy coming in here with getting away from drama, being able to clear your head, being able to find your thoughts, being able to, be who you are and be comfortable with someone. It could just be a trip of, getting to know each other better, or traveling in this way. Some of you may be looking to relocate or visiting friends or family and meeting this person, right? Interacting with this person and meeting this person. If you are single, it could be that you're meeting through some kind of travel or scoping someplace out because your friends or family might be saying, hey, you got to get out here. The rents are good right now, or there's actually jobs out here, or the houses are cheap, or whatever it might be. You might be meeting somebody through travel in this way. Okay. Your next card here, ooh, is Eight of Cups, Aquarius. So Eight of Cups could indicate actually a lot of options, and you're trying to have to focus on what you want to do, which direction you want to go in, right? This card here, the keyword that the creator of this deck has listed is chance. So what are you going to take a chance on? What are you going to do? You might be looking for fulfillment here with this Eight of Cups, right? There might be other options that you're beginning to consider because you're trying to figure out what's going to make me the happiest. What's going to make me the happiest? Some of you might be kind of thinking about putting love life on hold to continue what you've started or what you've begun, even though this person seems to be very interested in you. And this, I'm going to be very honest with you, Aquarius, I kind of feel like some of you are coming into a cycle or a pattern where you might tell someone, I'm very flattered by your attention or your interest, but I'm not ready right now, or there's still things I'm trying to figure out. Or your partner maybe is wanting to spend more time with you and you're spending time with them, but then you're also kind of needing time for you and finding yourself. And it's almost like it's creating this irresistible I don't know if I want to say Pepe Le Pew vibe, but it's this thing of like they the more you say not right now, or the more you say, I just kind of want to take it slow, like the more they're feeling like, I'm gonna win you over, I'm gonna win you over, I'm gonna wait, and I'm gonna be here, and I'm just gonna keep being sweet to you and romantic, and you're gonna see I'm the one for you. Not like in a scary stalkery kind of way, but I really feel, Aquarius, like this person's really falling very hard for you. And you're just in the process of trying to better yourself, trying to find yourself, trying to do your thing. Now, if you are in an existing relationship, the Eight of Cups might be coming up with a heads up for you to save you some grief and to save you some heartache. Because if you are in a relationship and you've been working on yourself, and now all of a sudden you've turned your partner's head, and your partner's like, whoa, babe, like, wow, you're just really kind of flourishing, and you're coming into this really great energy, and I really love what I'm seeing, and I'm falling in love with you all over again. Eight of Cups tells me that you're hearing everything you wanted to hear, right? Like, wow, like I really wanted this to happen. I really wanted for my partner to feel this way about me. And now you're hearing this from your husband or wife or your girlfriend or your boyfriend. And but you're not feeling the contentment you thought you were going to feel. It's not satisfying you the way that you thought it would satisfy you. So Eight of Cups is like, now the energy is like, well, am I with the wrong person? Am I not feeling what I thought I was going to feel because I was meant to be with somebody else? Maybe this isn't my soulmate. And Eight of Cups is saying that, look, this is a time for you to pause, to take a step back, and to begin making your spiritual connection within yourself with yourself. Because until you make the spiritual connection, no relationship is going to be satisfying for you completely, and no accomplishment is ever going to feel like enough, right? Then it's going to be like, well, maybe I put my love life on hold to get my master's degree, and I got my master's degree, but I'm still not happy. So maybe I put my love life on hold for the wrong reason. Maybe what's going to really make me happy is to start a business. And then you do that and that succeeds, but you're still not happy. And you're like, oh, well, maybe I went after the wrong thing. Maybe I'm going to be happy if I have kids. Or you know what I mean? Like, you're just constantly looking for the next thing. So Spirit says, look, your love life is shifting and opening up. You definitely have love coming in. But for some of you, regardless of if it's a relationship or not, for some of you, it's a single person and love is coming in. In order for you to really be able to fully appreciate it and enjoy it and receive it without walking away from it and searching for something else, you have to make your spiritual connection. Okay, I don't want to talk about it too much right now because I don't want to put out there certain things, and I don't want to worry people. I don't know why this is not even love related, but Spirit's told me to tell you guys this, Aquarius, and I'm sorry if you're a different sign and you're watching this and you're like, well, Amethyst, why did you say this to Aquarius and you didn't say this in my video? I say what Spirit tells me to say. And so maybe this is something more that Aquarius needs to hear, more so than the other signs. I don't know. I don't question it. I just say what I'm being told to share. And Aquarius Spirit is telling me to tell you guys that you're really focusing on security right now in your life. And love life is a part of that. Like, you're looking at your love life as an extension of that security. Like a secure relationship, a secure home, a secure family, like working towards security together. There's a lot that's going to be changing in the world. A lot. And there's going to be some rumblings. There's going to be some transitions ahead as we wake up, as we evolve as a society, as we figure out better ways of doing things. Uncovering what needs to, excuse me, uncovering what needs to be uncovered. and you know, corruption around the world that's going to be revealed. Gosh, guys, it's going to get crazy. It is. It's a lot of, you know, think about it like if you were ever moving house and maybe like you're unpacking the garage and all of a sudden as you start moving around boxes, you have all kinds of things, you know, crawling around and jumping out and running away, like spiders and insects and bugs and I don't know, in some case rats or mice or rodents, you know, or snakes, depending on where you live, what part of the world. All of these things start to come out as we're unpacking, right? Not unpacking, but like as we're moving things and clearing them out, moving things out of the way. All the stuff that's been hiding starts to come to the surface and starts to be visible. That's what's going to be happening. So just so that you're not freaking out and getting scared and like jumping and panicking every time some insect or rodent or reptile reveals itself, you have to be connected to your spiritual source. Now is the time to figure out who and what you believe in. Because as these shifts and these changes are happening, they're going to be very big and they're going to freak out a lot of people. And turning over to your wife or to your husband or your significant other might not bring you the reassurance you thought it was going to bring you, right? Because you're going to realize that your partner is not a superhero. Your partner is not like a Marvel, DC, you know, character, you know, superhero, superpower person. So even though you might be happy to have the relationship, in addition to the security you're seeking, Aquarius, now is the time to really figure out who you believe in and to learn to establish a relationship and lean on that higher power. This is crucial. Until this happens, the security that you're looking for might feel very hard to pinpoint. You're like, where am I going to find it? Like, what's missing? It's the relationship. And once you have the relationship with the higher power, you're going to really be able to fully enjoy and feel secure in your romantic relationship and with all the other areas of your life. Alrighty, my darlings, I think this would be a good month for you guys to watch the channeled angel messages for August, even if you don't typically watch the channeled angel messages that I do. It's going to be very helpful, I think, for a lot of you Aquarius to check out the channeled angel message for August. Those are linked in the description. It's a free video. It's not going to cost you any money to check it out. I put it out there to bring messages that can be helpful. So check out the channeled angel messages for August. Check out the weekly forecasts. I will be announcing the giveaway for August on my social media, Instagram and Facebook, for the giveaway that I'm going to be doing for August. And that'll be up this weekend if you want to follow along for that. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Have a wonderful August, Aquarius. Take care. See you in the weeklies.